Political move regarding investigations by the Enforcement Directorate become a huge flashpoint. One of the most extended ones has been the one between the Enforcement Directorate and the Aam Aadmi Party chief and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. 5 summons have been issued to the Delhi CM and he has not responded to even a single one of them. The Aam Aadmi Party says it's vendetta, not due process. I'm Shiv, this is 5 Live. We're going to be debating that right after the headlines. After Prime Minister Modi launches a no-holds-barred attack on the Congress over its North versus South debate, tax war escalates, 3 opposition rules, southern states claim centers fund bias, centre rejects the charge, huge ruckus in parliament between DMK and BJP. Crucial Uniform Civil Code Bill tabled in Uttarakhand Assembly, the first state to do so. Uttarakhand Chief Minister tables the Uniform Civil Code Bill in the Assembly. BJP MLAs chant Jai Shri Ram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai slogans. War of words escalate over Rahul Gandhi's biscuit video with a dog. BJP says Rahul offering dog biscuit to Congress workers. Assam Chief Minister jumps in, says he faced similar treatment from Rahul. Rahul completely rubbishes the row, claims it was a dog that had been brought by its owner. It was shaken up and he offered the biscuit to the owner to feed the dog instead. Another viral flashpoint on the road to 2024. Prime Minister Modi's fiery speech in Lok Sabha sends political temperature soaring. He says Congress is running a dukan that only launches one neta repeatedly, referring to Rahul Gandhi, accuses the party of creating divisions in society.
जोड़ने की बातें छोड़ो, तोड़ने की कोशिश करिए। यार आपके अंदर क्या पड़ा हुआ है? क्या इतने टुकड़े करके अभी भी आपके मन को समाधान नहीं हुआ है? देश के इतने टुकड़े कर चुके हो आप, और टुकड़े करना चाहते हो?
Film Fighter starring Hrithik Roshan and Deepika Padukone faces a mini controversy as a serving Air Force officer has dragged the film to court over a kissing scene depicting Hrithik Roshan in uniform. I'll be debating that at 5:30 p.m.
War over ED action against Aam Aadmi Party. Fiery politics explodes over probe.
आज सुबह 10 बजे मैं ईडी पर एक बहुत बड़ा एक्सपोजे करने वाली हूँ। आज सुबह 7 बजे से ही आम आदमी पार्टी से जुड़े हुए लोगों के घर पर, आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं के घर पर ईडी की रेड शुरू हो गई।
Raids escalate. Aam Aadmi Party targets ED. Vendetta or valid? Aam Aadmi Party versus ED showdown. Big focus on 5 Live.
There's another Delhi dangal that's escalating after it exploded a few weeks ago. This time the showdown is between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Enforcement Directorate. Things have been escalating steadily over the last few days. This morning they reached a peak with the Enforcement Directorate raiding Aam Aadmi Party leaders, including Rajya Sabha MP ND Gupta and Chief Minister Kejriwal's private assistant Bibhav. The ED says the raids were linked to irregularities in the Delhi Jal Board case. The Aam Aadmi Party says that the ED action is prompted by Atishi's tweet, MLA Atishi's tweet, threatening to expose the probe agency. Here's the full story.
Nearly a dozen locations raided. The Enforcement Directorate carried out raids on properties associated with AAP MP ND Gupta, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's personal aide Bibhav Kumar and former Delhi Jal Board member Shalabh Kumar. The ED is probing suspected irregularities in the tendering process of the Delhi Jal Board. The investigation stems from cases filed by the CBI and the anti-corruption branch of the Delhi government. There are suspicions of undue advantage given to an ineligible firm in approving 38 crore rupees worth of contracts related to electromagnetic floor meters. Properties of Rajya Sabha member ND Gupta, Kejriwal's aide Bibhav Kumar and former Delhi Jal Board member Shalabh Kumar were searched. The Aam Aadmi Party responded strongly, claiming the raids were politically motivated. A Delhi minister accused the ED of using intimidation tactics and corruption to silence AAP.
मैंने ट्विटर के माध्यम से ये बताया था कि आज सुबह 10 बजे मैं ईडी पर एक बहुत बड़ा एक्सपोजे करने वाली हूं। इस एक्सपोजे को रोकने के लिए, आम आदमी पार्टी को डराने के लिए, आम आदमी पार्टी को चुप कराने के लिए आज सुबह 7 बजे से ही आम आदमी पार्टी से जुड़े हुए लोगों के घर पर, आम आदमी पार्टी के नेताओं के घर पर ईडी की रेड शुरू हो गई है।
The Delhi minister alleged that the ED lacked compelling evidence in its investigations against AAP leaders. She accused the agency of deleting material from surveillance footage.
आम आदमी पार्टी के पास विश्वसनीय सूत्रों से ये खबर है कि जब से ये एक्साइज पॉलिसी का इन्वेस्टिगेशन शुरू हुआ है, पिछले 1.5 साल की सारी इंटेरोगेशन, सारे सवाल जवाब जो हुए हैं ईडी में, सबकी ऑडियो फुटेज को डिलीट कर दिया गया है एनफोर्समेंट डायरेक्टोरेट द्वारा, ईडी द्वारा।
In a statement, the ED rejected Atishi's allegations as baseless and malicious. The agency asserted that it never tampered with CCTV footage. The Enforcement Directorate announced its intention to take legal action against the Delhi minister. The BJP criticized the Aam Aadmi Party, accusing its leaders of serious violations.
क्या चुनाव जीतना इस बात का प्रमाण होता है कि मैं भ्रष्टाचार कर सकता हूं और मैं किसी जांच में शामिल नहीं होऊंगा? अरविंद केजरीवाल जी लगातार सम्मन को इग्नोर कर रहे हैं, कानून को धता बता रहे हैं, धज्जियां उड़ा रहे हैं। ये रोना रोने की जगह इन लोगों को जांच में सहयोग करना चाहिए।
The tension between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP escalated with a fresh round of ED raids related to a Delhi Jal Board case. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, the Aam Aadmi Party has now countered the Enforcement Directorate's statement on those audio recordings, with Delhi Minister Shalabh Bharadwaj asking, why doesn't the Enforcement Directorate release the recordings? Remember, the Aam Aadmi deleting audio recordings. The ED has said before October 2023 there was no audio recording facility at all, but now the Aam Aadmi Party says, why not just release the recordings? The Aam Aadmi Party, to be clear, has accused the Enforcement Directorate of deleting audio as part of the probe in order, presumably, to conceal evidence. The Aam Aadmi Party says the ED statement has not been signed by any officer, but the ED, remember, has defended and said no recordings have been deleted by officers. In fact, the Enforcement Directorate has indicated that it plans to go to court against what it calls malified comments by the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to go across now to India Today's Shreya Chatterjee for more on this. Shreya, this entire crossfire between the Enforcement Directorate and the Aam Aadmi Party taking place, via press conferences, leaked documents, etc. One still hasn't seen, this play out in court. That is where finally there will be some clarity. Up until then, it's only about claim versus counterclaim and this innuendo war.
Absolutely, Shiv. And also we do understand that this is something we've seen earlier as well. Whenever the opposition parties have come under the radar of investigation, be it by the ED or the CBI, this is somewhere down the line their alibi that this kind of investigation is only invited against them because of a vendetta politics. But we also need to understand that ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, the Aam Aadmi Party would also try to make this an election issue, and that's something that the opposition all across the country is also attempting. While the Aam Aadmi Party suggests that the Enforcement Directorate is carrying out a witch hunt, there's also a court hearing that is still scheduled for Arvind Kejriwal missing his summons. And after that, the recent action that is today that came under the Jal Board scam, it's important to point out that ED was investigating the case since last year. Twice in 2023 itself, searches were conducted, and we've also seen arrests in the same matter as well. So this is an ongoing investigation, and as far as ED sources are concerned, they have acted only based on the inputs that they have received in the investigation procedure.
Okay, Shreya, thanks for getting us that very crucial input right before I jump into my face-off this evening with the Aam Aadmi Party's Siddharth Sharma and the BJP's Charu Pragya, both spokespersons of their respective parties who've decided to be on the show today to take my questions and to debate with each other. Welcome. Thank you very much for being with me. Siddharth Sharma, I'll start with you because, you know, we've just summarized in our first 10 minutes on this show what has been said so far. The allegations from both sides, we've summarized very clearly. On the left-hand side of our screen, we also have, the right-hand side of our screen, we also have a full summary if anyone is watching. So they will know what the case is so far and what both sides have said. And as a channel that reflects both sides, you can be sure that we will be fair in depicting only the facts of this case. My question to you is very, very simple, Siddharth Sharma. It is this. So far, this entire issue has been claim versus counterclaim. Press conferences have happened, leaked documents have happened, claims have been made of deleted audio, denials have been issued, indications have been made that court will be approached by the Enforcement Directorate. My simple question to you, sir, is if the Aam Aadmi Party believes that any of this is malified, why haven't you approached the court?
Well, that's a rhetorical question, Shiv, and obviously any political
No, it's not rhetorical, sir. With the greatest of respect, I am genuinely asking.
I'm genuinely answering if you give me the time.
Yeah.
Are you saying that every political party, if they only have to go to court on every issue?
No, not at all.
Let me complete. No? Let me complete. Then how come BJP, which was fighting the Ram Mandir case in the court, also decided to go on a Rath Yatra in 91 with LK Advani ji, Bharat Ratna LK Advani ji from Somnath to Ayodhya. Everyone knows. Yeah, there is a connection. That's the connection. Everyone will understand. And please don't intervene. If you want to intervene, I can shout you out. Let's not get into that.
No, on debates on my show, there are absolutely no crosstalk. Yeah. Finish your point. I'll go to Charu after.
Yeah. My point is very simple, that every political party, be it not just in India, anywhere in the world, approaches takes legal recourse as well as public recourse. Just like BJP took a public recourse in Ram Mandir by going to court as well as going on hitting the streets, Aam Aadmi Party is doing the same with all the issues that concerns it. Now, regarding the specific question of today, now, a very interesting fact about the ED, the entertainment department of the BJP, is that it is supposed to stop money laundering. Okay. In all cases against Aam Aadmi Party, no money has been recovered in the last 2 years.
We'll come to that question. Siddharth, since we have limited time, I'll come to that larger question in just a moment about, about money laundering and what has been recovered. I'll come to that. Don't you worry. Nothing is out of bounds on the show. But I want to point out something. You've given me a political answer, sir. You've given me a political answer. You've made a point about the Ram Mandir and the Rath Yatra, etc. Point taken. Charu disagrees. I'll go to her in just a moment. But my question to you is right now. You're basically saying we've decided to take the public route, which is the politics of it. Accepted. This is election season. But why not take the legal route, sir? This is a serious issue. If the ED is doing wrong, they should be put in their place by the court.
Yes, the ED is being put in place in the court by the accused people. That's what, if you see our press conference today, it was made very clear that different accused have already pleaded in the court that ED is misusing its authority, it's using torture, as well as you saw day before yesterday also.
In your case, sir, in your case I'm talking about.
Is Aam Aadmi Party an accused here?
I am talking about the current case that we are discussing right now, sir.
Yes, The accused, that's what our press conference made very clear today.
I get it, but
the accused have already raised this issue in court. The courts have also asked the ED about this. That is what we are just making it public today.
No, but why haven't you approached the court? That is a lateral development, sir. You still haven't answered my question about why, it appears that the Aam Aadmi Party is milking this politically and refusing to take this to court head on. That is the perception. I'm asking you if there is a reason for that.
My question is very simple, Shiv. Is Aam Aadmi Party the accused here? If Aam Aadmi Party would have been the accused, it would have approached the court. The accused have already, in this case, the accused have already raised this issue in the court.
Okay.
Aam Aadmi Party today has just raised this issue publicly. It's already,
Charu, okay.
Cognizance of the court has already been taken. That's what the point is.
You're choosing not to answer it directly. Anyway, yeah, Charu reply, then I'll go back to him.
So, Shiv, let me begin by pointing out that this was political rhetorics and no facts that have been put forward by the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. I will give you pure facts and nothing else. When Aam Aadmi Party government came into power in Delhi in 2014, Delhi Jal Board had a profit of 700 crore every year. 700 crore of profit for Delhi Jal Board every year. Consequently, as the years have passed, as of today, Delhi Jal Board has a debt of over 73,000 crore. Losses for last year was 1,196 crore. That is close to 2,000 crore in profits for Delhi Jal Board. A profit-making company, a profit-making department of the government which has gone on to make losses more than 2,000 crore. Can anybody explain that? 38 crore has gone missing. And if there is an investigation to figure out where is this missing 38 crore, Aam Aadmi Party is going around crying foul. Now tell me, is the media going to decide what is right and what is wrong? Is that what you're doing? So instead of holding a press conference, you should have knocked on the doors of the court, because eventually it is the court that will decide. For the false allegations that Atishi has put on ED today, the Enforcement Directorate has clearly said that we will take the legal route. We are going to sue AAP netas who are trying to defame us. Can Aam Aadmi Party not do that, or will they always follow this policy of... Yeah, and I'm asking direct questions, and I have no facts to put forward to you, Shiv.
Let Siddharth answer that. Let's keep aside the history of the Jal Board for just a moment.
Give me some more time.
I'll give you more time. I'll come to you. I want to take this piece by piece, because we're also now talking, Siddharth, about audio being deleted.
Profit of 400 crore to a loss of 2,000 crore. Let's discuss that.
The Enforcement Directorate, Siddharth ji, has decided to go to court saying defamation by Atishi. They've decided to knock the doors of the court. And as we all know, the courts, the court, you can win or lose in court. That's very clear. I don't think anybody can say that the courts are biased. You go to court, there's a very good chance you will lose. We've seen it, in your favor just a couple of days ago with the CJI as well. So I am simply saying, why not go to court? The ED has decided to go to court over a media conference held by Atishi. Siddharth ji.
Yeah, point number one, when Charu said something about Delhi government making losses, she is substituting her own wisdom for the CAG's wisdom. Constitutionally, the CAG of India has clearly certified Delhi government as making a profit-making government. On the flip side, it has asked many questions of
Delhi Jal Board, sir.
Modi
Don't miss my words. You have tabled this report in
Charu, let him finish. I'll give you time.
He's actually incorrect. Shiv, he's actually incorrect.
Point noted. Correction noted.
I can outshout you.
No, Siddharth, continue. Charu, you'll get time.
I'm not shouting. Why
No, nobody's shouting. Nobody's shouting. Everyone is cool and debating here on 5 minutes.
If Shiv has made a protocol in this program,
please, 1 second. Charu, hold your peace. Siddharth, it's your time. Please continue. Continue.
Every penny spent by every government in India is audited by the CAG. So CAG certifying Delhi government as a profit-making body is a certificate, is a good certificate by itself. It does not need a certificate from a spokesperson of the BJP on any national television. The constitutional body has certified it. Point number two, when you the larger point that you made right here about the ED going to court, suing Aam Aadmi Party, I think we welcome it for the simple reason that forget about any constitutional body. There has to be a person behind giving out any statements or making a press release. So can you on national television right now, Shiv, say that the ED, when it says that it is going to sue Aam Aadmi Party for defamation, who in the ED wrote that letter or who in the ED made that press statement?
No, fair point.
Is there an individual behind it? Because ED also has people. Has the director of EB said that? Is the prosecuting officer has said that? So these kinds of things. That's why my point is very simple. There is a Shiv, there is a matchbox, and there is something as how you use a matchbox. There is a matchbox. I can light that matchbox and ensure that somebody, a hungry guy, gets his food. I can light that matchbox and burn some hungry guy's hut also. BJP is essentially misusing a matchbox, misusing a constitutional authority.
Okay.
Come in now, Shiv.
Okay.
Can we move
Charu,
beyond
reply to that. Then I want
storytelling and rhetorics?
Charu, reply to that. You'll have your time. And after that, I want to move on to the summons to Mr. Kejriwal. We'll move on from the Jal Board issue, but respond to what Siddharth has said. Charu, to you.
So he said nothing apart from political storytelling and rhetoric, Shiv. I asked a very direct question. First of all, draw a distinction between a department of the government and the government itself. You tabled a report in the Delhi Assembly, which stated that 1196 crore worth of losses were clocked to Delhi Jal Board. You have nothing to say about that. And it was one of the few profit-making departments. Explain. And this explanation is important because as of today, people of Delhi are still struggling to get water. Forget about clean water. We'll come to that discussion later. Now, Aam Aadmi Party says they have all the proof. They can have repeated press conferences. Every day they'll hold a press conference. But tell me one bit of proof that they have submitted. Forget about the court for the time being. I think they should go to the court or file an FIR. They're not doing any of that. Okay, no problem. You come to the media crying, fine. But to the media, have you given any kind of proof? Have you submitted or shown any document which is any kind of a proof? Because every day you can't levy allegations and run away. And when allegations are levied on you, you cannot keep running away. So apart from running away, tell me what is Aam Aadmi Party doing which makes them credible in front of anybody else?
Okay, you've made your point. Now, Siddharth, hold your peace. I want to just move it to the next issue now. But the issue is pretty much the same. The issue is pretty much the same. We've talked about the Jal Board issue. If you feel like you want to clarify something that Charu has said, I'll give you time. But my question is now the 5 summons that have been issued to Arvind Kejriwal. The perception is, and I hate making generalizations, but at least there is one perception, let me say, Siddharth, that the Aam Aadmi Party is using this, the court of the people, in public perception, sympathy card, victim card, etc. in these cases, instead of using instruments of the, of public life, like the courts, that can and will put the ED in its place if there is anything dodgy, dal mein kuch kala hai in the investigation, they will put them in their place. Even in a sensitive issue like the Delhi Chief Minister being summoned 5 times by the Enforcement Directorate, which must be some kind of a record, there doesn't appear to be any impulse by the Aam Aadmi Party to do anything apart from milk it politically, sir.
So what's your question, Shiv?
My question is, again, it comes down to the same question. Why aren't you taking them on legally where you can really hit them?
Okay. Since you asked me again that same question, why don't you take it on legally? I'll try to answer.
But it's a separate case. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I'll answer to that. Now, isn't it true, Shiv, that 10 minutes before this program started, one of your colleagues from India today called me and said that, and shared a Zoom link with me to join this program. So essentially, even 10 minutes before joining this program, the host of the program gives me a subject and the anchor to get prepared. So isn't it also appropriate that the Delhi Chief Minister, please understand, when you say Enforcement Directorate is a constitutional authority, let us understand the Delhi Chief Minister is also a constitutional authority. And
Fair enough.
As far as constitution is concerned, India Today viewers are very intelligent. They can just download Constitution of India and they will find that out of the 450 odd pages, Enforcement Directorate, the word Enforcement Directorate doesn't come even once in the Constitution of India, although Delhi Chief Minister, the name of Delhi Chief Minister comes. So that proves that Delhi Chief Minister is also.
So you're saying Mr. Kejriwal is not obligated to appear. That's what you're saying, technically.
Did I say that? No.
You're saying it's not there in the Constitution, so why should he appear?
No. Let me complete. So there is also. Isn't it also a fact, Shiv, that in the same case when the CBI summoned the Delhi Chief Minister, he went there for 10 hours and answered all the questions.
Correct.
once those questions are answered, and again you call somebody without telling him what the subject is, what is he being called as? Is he being called as a witness? Is he being called as the chief minister? Is he being called as the what basically capacity you are calling him? So basically, what the BJP is saying is that Enforcement Directorate is some kind of super authority in India, and it can summon anybody, including a constitutional authority.
So, okay, I hear what you're saying.
10 seconds.
Yes, complete.
If this is right, then is BJP saying that because of the same loss of the land, prevailing loss of the land in 1977, Bharat Ratna LK Advani and Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee were also arrested and held without bail in this same nation because of the prevailing loss? So if the laws are right, then BJP saying that LK Advani and Atal Bihari Vajpayee being arrested and held without bail in India.
Fair points. Let's get a response on that. Charu, you've heard what Siddharth has said. The sum total of that, apart from the example that he just took, is also, boss, this is Kejriwal. He's the chief minister of Delhi. He's a constitutional authority. You can't simply summon him without, without any background. You can't treat him like a common criminal. He is the chief minister.
Absolutely. And Shiv, usually the intellectual standard of all your debates is wonderful. Today, I'm wondering, why do you have an opposition spokesperson who's not spoken on facts even once? Because the fact is, the Supreme Court of India established...
No personal attacks, guys, please.
I think Charu Pragya ji, aapke pradhan ji se
No personal attacks.
I think
Charu and Siddharth, please.
The spokespersons of
nothing personal.
more well-read than the Pradhan of India.
No, please. No personal attacks, guys. It's not good for anyone's mental health. No personal attacks. Please, yes, Charu, finish.
I have spoken for half the time that the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson has spoken. I have made points he's not replied to.
Make your point.
I have not once indulged in any rhetoric. So here again, I'm going to put some facts in front of you and our viewers. The Supreme Court of India established clearly that there is a money trail of 338 crore. It is on record. It is available for everybody to see. This 338 crore is being traced back to the Aam Aadmi Party coffers. Aam Aadmi Party is being run by one person, one kingpin, one chief minister, which is Arvind Kejriwal. Are you trying to say that the chief minister, the main person of Aam Aadmi Party, is not aware of where the money is coming from and where the money is going? After the Supreme Court made the observation, the ED has been summoning him 5 times. Repeatedly, with a paper in hand. And this is a standard ED summons. Maybe if you bothered to go back and read how ED sends out summons, you would know this is a standard ED summons. But what are you doing? On one side, you want to talk about being kattar imandar. You prove to be kattar bhrashtachar. And after that, you run around like a common criminal. It saddens me to see a chief minister in my country behaving like this. If you had nothing to hide, all tall leaders have been investigated at some point or the other, Shiv, including our Honorable Prime Minister.
Why is Chief Minister Kejriwal expecting special treatment is the BJP's contention, Siddharth? Why is Mr. Kejriwal expecting special treatment?
Tell him not to
it's a
indulge in
standard
rhetoric.
summons.
He has something solid to say that.
Yeah, I never said Arvind Kejriwal expected any special treatment. I just highlighted the fact that you have to treat a constitutional authority like a constitutional authority. Now, Charu Pragya...
No, but what are you saying has not been done as far as this standard summons is concerned?
Yeah. Is there a different law book for him? Is there a separate constitution? Is there a separate IPC?
Charu Pragya,
almost out of time. Short points. Short final points.
Shiv,
Siddharth,
is this your program or Charu Pragya's program? Because it looks like man na man, main tera yajman.
No. I am very fair, sir. Please be fair with me. No, Siddharth, go ahead.
He's more fair to you than he is to me.
Siddharth. See, Charu is saying I'm giving you more time. Sir, Charu is saying I'm giving you more time, sir.
Charu is making sense and Siddharth is not. That's the only problem. You give him more time.
I have 45
maybe
seconds.
He'll make some sense now, Shiv.
45 seconds
give
left.
him more
20
time.
seconds
maybe
for each.
What's the question, Shiv? What's the question?
Respond to her. Special treatment. Finish your point.
Yeah, the special treatment. The simple thing is that in 2010, the then Chief Minister of Gujarat also failed to appear before an SIT Supreme Court special investigating team as Chief Minister of Gujarat. So was it right or was it wrong? Point number 2, the then Chief Minister of Gujarat was barred from entry into United States. But that same person, once he became the Prime Minister of India, isn't it true that the USA gave him all required protocols that the
But
Prime
sir,
Minister
that
of
man
India
was finally
needs?
cleared by the Supreme Court.
Exactly. The point is, if you have something against Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, he has answered all your questions. You are asking him to come again. Tell him what the questions, in what capacity you are asking him. That is
Okay,
a simple
okay.
question that Arvind Kejriwal is asking, and you don't have answers to that.
20 seconds left. Only 20 seconds. I started with Siddharth. I'll end with Charu. Final 20 seconds. Charu.
Thank you very much. Shiv, I'm repeatedly saying one thing. If allegations are levied against them, they run away and they evade summons. If they are the ones who are levying the allegations, like in this case, again, they are saying that BJP wants the Aam Aadmi Party netas to join the BJP, they levy the allegations and they run away. Apart from running away and avoiding straight questions directed at them, they have done nothing which is winning the confidence of the people. And I think it is shameful the way they are behaving. They need to be behind bars if they think they can misuse the law and get away with it.
Points made on both sides. Ultimately, ironically, it'll probably be the court of the people unless, someone decides to go to court, because we've got election season now and this is only going to escalate. Siddharth and Charu, pleasure. Thank you very much for your time here on 5 Live. Very quick break. On the other side, a fight of a different kind. A kissing scene in Hrithik Deepika's starrer Fighter has triggered one Indian Air Force officer who is so triggered he's decided to take the film to court. I'm going to be debating that with some pilots next. Stay with us.